Mama June. A family emergency. June Shannon ruins family getaway. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Mama June. Family crisis actress June Shannon is at last moving on with her daughters, Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson, Jessica Chubbs Shannon, and Lauren Pumpkin Iffard. It appears that the time and work she has invested is paying off. Fans of VF, however, are aware that she is never content until she gets her way. But this time, everything she has worked for could be destroyed by her obstinate attitude. Mama June, family crisis. Happy family outing destroyed when the former June Shannon returns. Daughters Jessica, Alana, and Lauren were surprised by how well the family therapy retreat weekend went. The Mama June family crisis family appeared to be moving toward the reconciliation they had all longing for after working through a great deal of difficult emotions. Given the success of the previous weekend, she talks Pumpkin and her sisters into going on another family vacation. She wishes to see her grandchildren as well. Lauren consents to a family gathering at a nearby park. She lets her mother know that she can go there and visit the kids. Although it isn't exactly what Mama had in mind, she will accept what she can get because she knows that progress is made in small steps. The Mama June family crisis family is having a great time together, and things are going well. She does, nevertheless, become a touch too arrogant. She invites Ella Iffard, her oldest grandchild, to be the flower girl at her wedding when they have some alone time. Ella is giddy with anticipation, except there's a major issue. She didn't let Lauren know about this before speaking with Ella. Mama June. Lauren's expectations are dashed. Pumpkin notices their mother has changed throughout their treatment session. She feels her mother might have actually changed, so she agrees to go on another outing. She begins to wonder if things might be any different. However, when the Mama June family crisis daughter learns that her controlling mother has returned, her high expectations are dashed. All bets are off when Ella announces to Lauren that she will be the flower girl. Pumpkin snaps at the first chance. She is upset that Mama June went too far once more because she had hoped that things would be different. Pumpkin notifies her sisters to gather her children as they are departing. Mama appears perplexed and offended by what is going on. However, Lauren informs her that she is aware of exactly what she did and that talking to Ella about it behind her back was unacceptable. Pumpkin is not only offended by what she did, but she also knows that her spouse Josh Iffard will not be pleased. Family crisis. Did June miss her final opportunity? The drama that the Mama June family crisis matriarch has caused over the years has taken a toll on Josh and Lauren's marriage. He won't approve of what she did just now. Her daughters find it incomprehensible that Mom would jeopardize the advancements they have accomplished. Justin Stroud, her hubby, cautioned her to go cautiously. He reminded her that this was probably her last opportunity to make things right. However, she might have blown it all now. Watch Mama June family crisis' season finale on Friday to find out how it all turns up. The Shannon family had seen their fair share of drama, but nothing could have prepared them for the whirlwind that was about to hit. June Shannon, better known as Mama June, had a reputation for stirring the pot, but this time she had outdone herself. The family was already fragile, and her latest antics threatened to push them over the edge. Lauren Pumpkin Shannon had always been the strong one, the rock that held the family together. She had taken on the role of mother to her younger sister Alana, also known as Honey Boo Boo, when June's life spiraled out of control. But even Pumpkin's patience had its limits, and June was testing them all. It all started with a phone call. June had been distant for weeks, and when she finally reached out, it was with an offer that seemed too good to be true. She wanted to take the family on a vacation, a chance to reconnect and heal old wounds. Pumpkin was skeptical, but decided to give her mother the benefit of the doubt. She hoped that maybe, just maybe, June was sincere in her efforts to make amends. The family gathered at Pumpkin's house to discuss the trip. Alana was excited, her eyes shining with hope. Jessica, known as Chubbs, and Anna, also known as Chickadee, were more cautious but agreed to go along for the sake of family unity. "Do you really think Mama's changed?" Jessica asked, her voice laced with doubt. "I don't know," Pumpkin admitted, "but we have to give her a chance. Maybe this is her way of trying to make things right." Anna nodded, though her expression remained. With a mixture of hope and apprehension, they packed their bags and prepared for the trip. June had arranged for them to stay at a cabin in the mountains, a place where they could escape the pressures of everyday life and focus on each other. The drive to the cabin was long, but the scenery was beautiful. As they wound their way through the mountains, the tension in the car slowly began to ease. Alana chatted excitedly about all the things they could do, from hiking to roasting marshmallows by the fire. When they finally arrived, they were greeted by a charming cabin nestled among the trees. It was picture perfect, and for a moment, it seemed like everything might actually go smoothly. But as they unpacked and settled in, June's true intentions began to reveal themselves. The first sign of trouble came when June announced that she had invited her new boyfriend, Gino, to join them. The family had mixed feelings about Gino, and his presence added an extra layer of tension to the already fragile situation. "Mama, why did you invite Gino?" Pumpkin asked, trying to keep her voice steady. "I thought it would be good for him to be here," June replied, her tone defensive. "He's part of my life now, and I want him to be part of this family too." Pumpkin bit her tongue, not wanting to start an argument in front of Alana, but she couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. The first night at the cabin was uneventful, but there was an undercurrent of tension that everyone could feel. They sat around the fire, trying to make small talk, but it was clear that old wounds were still fresh. As the evening wore on, June disappeared into the cabin with Gino, leaving the rest of the family to fend for themselves. Pumpkin tried to keep the mood light, playing games with Alana and Jessica, but it was hard to ignore the growing sense of unease. When June finally reappeared, she seemed distant and preoccupied. Pumpkin couldn't help but wonder what was going on behind the scenes. She decided to confront her mother the next morning, hoping to get some answers. The next morning, Pumpkin found June sitting on the porch, sipping coffee and staring out at the mountains. She took a deep breath and joined her, determined to get to the bottom of things. "Mama, we need to talk," Pumpkin said, her voice firm. June looked up, her expression guarded. "What is it, Pumpkin? Why did you really bring us here?" Pumpkin asked. "And why did you invite Gino? This was supposed to be a family trip." June sighed, her shoulders sagging. "I wanted us to spend time together, to try and fix things. And I thought having Gino here would help." "Help with what?" Pumpkin pressed. "He's not part of this family, and you know how we feel about him." June's eyes filled with tears. "I know, and I'm sorry. I just wanted things to be different this time." Pumpkin's heart softened, but she couldn't let her guard down completely. "Mama, we want to believe you, but you have to be honest with us. No more secrets, no more sneaky tactics." June nodded, wiping her eyes. "I promise, Pumpkin. No more secrets." Despite June's promise, it wasn't long before more secrets began to surface. Pumpkin and Jessica overheard a heated argument between June and Gino, and it became clear that there was more going on than June had let on. The next day, while exploring the cabin, Pumpkin stumbled upon a hidden stash of cash and a bag of what looked like drugs. Her heart sank as she realized that June was still caught up in her old habits. Confronting her mother once again, Pumpkin held up the bag. "What's this, Mama?" June's face went pale. "Pumpkin, I can explain." "Explain what?" Pumpkin shouted, her anger boiling over. "You promised us no more secrets, and here you are, lying to us again." The rest of the family gathered, their faces filled with shock and disappointment. Alana burst into tears, unable to believe what she was seeing. June tried to reach out to her daughters, but they pulled away, their trust shattered. "Please just give me a chance to explain," she pleaded. Pumpkin shook her head, her voice cold. "We're done with your lies, Mama. You've pushed us too far this time." The rest of the trip was a disaster. The family tried to make the best of it, but the trust that had been shattered was impossible to repair. June's attempts to explain herself fell on deaf ears, and the once hopeful vacation turned into a night.